This week we're traveling with Vietnam Airlines A350 from Hanoi to Paris in business class. I will show you what the seat is like, the service and the food when traveling in business class with Vietnam Airlines on the A350. But the biggest surprise of this journey won't be the flight from Hanoi to Paris, but the flight before that, from Danang to Hanoi. Keep on watching to experience Vietnam Airlines business class. Welcome to the Frequent Business Traveler channel. Good morning from Danang. Danang is roughly halfway in between Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City and has, as you can see, some amazing beach resorts. In fact, it's one of my favorite places to recharge. Unfortunately, today is time to say goodbye to Danang and head to the airport. Initially, I was planning to only show you the flight from Hanoi to Paris, but I will also show you a few seconds of my flight from Danang to Hanoi, since it's worth showing you that experience also. So, let's head to the airport. Here we are at the domestic terminal of the Danang International Airport, and this airport is getting more and more busy every time I come back here. And if you're flying out of this terminal, I can recommend keeping track of the gate you're supposed to be boarding from, because there are frequent last-minute gate changes. Now, I did review a domestic flight with Vietnam Airlines in business class before, but that was a much shorter flight. Seats were great, but no food or snacks were served, instead just a choice of water, tea or coffee. So I also didn't expect anything special for this domestic flight to Hanoi. However, I got pleasantly surprised. Shortly after takeoff, the flight attendant came by and offered a choice of fresh spring rolls or pork noodle. I was pleasantly surprised, but still didn't have any high expectations. I ordered the pork noodle dish and my neighbor ordered the fresh spring rolls. Both options actually looked very good, and to my surprise, the pork noodle dish tastes great. Fresh ingredients, great taste and a beer to top things off. This was fantastic and exactly what I needed on this early evening flight. If Vietnamese Airlines was already offering this on a domestic flight, I couldn't wait what my flight later in the evening had in store for me. So, time for the approach to Hanoi and head to the international terminal. Here we are at the international terminal in Hanoi. And note, you do need to change terminals when going from domestic to international, and this includes taking a shuttle bus and going again through passport control and customs. That whole process could take up to an hour. Luckily enough, we made it in time and even have some time left to take a quick look at the lounge. This is the lounge and it's not bad. There is some decent food and plenty of seating. After some fruit, time to head to the gate and board the plane. If you're a subscriber to the channel, you know I recently reviewed Air France's new business class on the A350. That was excellent. So I'm curious how Vietnam Airlines A350 business class compares to that. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, what's stopping you? It's free, you don't get spammed, and if you're enjoying these videos, just hit that subscribe button.
Hi, thank you.
Your seat is 5A, you go this way and
Thank you.
please.
Here we are in the A350 of Vietnam Airlines. And I immediately noticed one thing which isn't very positive. These are the exact same herringbone business class seats KLM is using in their business class. The saffron cirrus seats. The big negative with these seats is the very tight footwell, and especially if you're my size, 6'4", these seats are not comfortable at all in a lie flat position. Let's hope that's the only negative of this flight. What is positive though is a little mattress topper that is immediately provided before takeoff. I always appreciate this, and even though this one is not very thick, it's better than nothing, and it's just a nice feeling if a fresh topper is provided. Seat controls are next to the seat, there are headphones provided, and there is a charge point for your phone, which I desperately needed. The entertainment screen has an average size, and there is a comfortable pillow and blanket provided. Slippers are provided, as well as an amenity kit branded Cerruti 1881, which apparently is an Italian fashion and cosmetics house. So you would expect that the lotion and lip balsam is from Cerruti, but it's from Payot, which is a French cosmetics brand. Anyway, let's check it out. And this is the amenity kit. Eye mask, socks, and something I never seen before, these stickers you can put on your seat, indicating please do not disturb, please wake me up for duty free, or please wake me up for a meal. Interesting. But besides these stickers, this amenity kit has really everything you need, including the Payot lotion and lip balsam. And then there is this comb. Actually, it looks more like a tool to torture somebody. But anyway, I guess you can use it to comb your hair. Before departure, crew is coming by with a choice of water, juice or champagne. I'm taking the champagne, and that's always appreciated. During this flight, no individual menu is provided. Instead, the flight attendant is coming by with a menu. I'm skipping dinner, and instead I'm selecting a noodle soup for breakfast. Let's see how that works out. After takeoff, I quickly change into my Etihad PJs. The mattress topper is great, the pillow and blanket are very comfortable, but as pointed out earlier, this narrow footwell on these seats is really the big disadvantage. There is really not enough space to move around. Luckily, I was able to get some sleep on the flight, and shortly before landing it was time for breakfast. Before talking about the breakfast, I would like to mention the service during this flight, which was excellent. And every time I wanted to use a toilet, crew made sure that the toilets were spotless. Excellent. Breakfast arrived, and for a pre-arrival meal this isn't bad at all. But I have to say, the pork noodle on the domestic flight to Hanoi was even better. As we are approaching Paris Charles de Gaulle, it's time for a conclusion. Is Vietnam Airlines business class worth considering? And the answer to that is a firm yes. They have modern planes, good friendly service, and their soft product is great. I would say that the only negative is a Safran Cirrus business class seat on the A350. But if you're not as tall as me, that might not be an issue for you. If the price is right, there is no reason not to go for Vietnamese Airlines. And after all, where can you have pho for breakfast? Guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And let me know in the comments if you agree with my opinion on Vietnam Airlines. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, consider hitting that subscribe button. I leave a link of my video of Air France new business class on their A350. I think one of the best business class products out there. Next time on the channel, American Airlines, an airline I never flew before. See you then, cheers!